Welcome to gulknowledgehub. Welcome my YouTube family to another amazing video. And what is the name of that video? Trigger your brain to think in English every time, every day, 24 hours with visual triggers. What are visual triggers? How can you provide your brain with visual triggers? What is the methodology? I am going to give you a demo with a special video clip in this video. But before starting this video properly, I am going to share one thing which has occurred to me recently. What is that thing? My dear audience, when you are thinking in English, it means that you are speaking with your brain. Your brain is in fact your audience. In the stadium, in the playground of this head. You are a speaker, you are a thinker giving thoughts to your audience in this compartment, in this portion, and the audience is your brain. And very important point you should keep in focus is that this brain, this audience, this is an internal audience of yours. This internal audience is much more important, is much more capable, much more powerful than the external audience which you face when you are having a presentation or going to have conversation with thousands of people, or you are going to an interview. In fact, the interviewer is your audience. But what is the difference between the audience of here sitting here and the audience sitting in front of you in the external environment? If you can convince, if you are capable to convince this audience that I can conquer, I can achieve anything, if this audience means your brain, if this audience accepts your potentialities, then nothing can stop you from gaining success. Then nothing can stop you from going ahead. Then you can convince any audience. Now coming back to the full version and a demonstration of how you can think in English, how can you give visual triggers to your brain to think and to speak in your own brain without opening your mouth, without speaking even a single word from your mouth. How can you train it? Because it's an established reality and I have discussed it so many times, because this is very important thing and you have tried it many times and it is not yielding the fruit. So you have to discard this method. And what is this methodology? You have to discard only the identification of the objects around you. Only naming the objects can't satisfy your need to think in English. It's the proof, it's 100% proof that why you are not able to think and finally to speak in English, because you have restricted, you have limited, you have shackled yourself, you have enchained yourself within the shackles to name the objects around you. You are not moving forward. You are not taking a step ahead to think and to take some concrete steps. Now it's the high time to take extra steps, to have concrete steps. What are those steps? Now I am going to elaborate it, and this video is going to be very amazing. Before starting this video, there is a small request. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please like, share and hit that bell icon, because it motivates me to make much more informative videos for you guys. So what's visual triggers? How can you give your visual triggers? And what is the difference between only the identification, naming of the objects, and to do something more? To elaborate, to describe what you are thinking, what you are observing. Because when you are giving voice to your thoughts, when you are giving voice to your thoughts, when you play the role of a critical observer, of a viewer, you will see the things beyond the level of identification. Now I have chosen a very wonderful video, and the name of that video is a clip from Waiting for Godot, written by Samuel Beckett. Amazing video, amazing movie. You just have to watch this video. There is only one scene. There is only one scene. Only one scene. And the whole play is staged and is dramatized on this one clip. Can you imagine? And there is so much thought. There is so much thought. Every viewer, every audience elaborates it in a different style. And if they confine themselves only to the identification of the object, then there would be no diversity of themes. Extraction of diversity of themes out of these videos. So this is the final proof, and now the video starts from here, and you can see there are only 4 persons. There are only 4 persons. 2 persons are staring at the sky with their blank faces. There is no hope, there is no glitter, there is no shining, and their clothes are worn out. Next one is a person with a collar, and the rope of that collar is in the hand of another person. This is the story. And there is a tree without branches, without even the single leaf. The color of the tree is yellow. Time of the day is evening time. Now this is the scene. If you are confined only to the naming of the things, you can say that there are 4 persons, 1 tree, and the time of the video is evening time. That's it. But Samuel Beckett has written a full novel, a full play on this video clip, on this stage. It means that he is going ahead, and now you have to go ahead to convince the audience of your brain, to convince the audience sitting in front of you, and then you will see that you are not running short of the words. Word will search for you, and you are not going blank. Your words are not going blank. You will not say how to continue the conversation, how to keep the conversation going on. No, my dear audience, go ahead. Take another step. It's the high time. Now, if I elaborate it from my own point of view, and I am not identifying the objects, I will say, I will elaborate, I will think, and I will think. Because now I am speaking. You have to think. You have to just imagine what is happening. Now, how you can give visual triggers? The method is very excellent. You can use any videos of any English novel or play or movie. Just mute the video and speak and just think. Give words to your thoughts, what is being presented in that video. So in this video, if I elaborated with my own point of view, and you have to be very critical. You have to be very critical. You have to understand how I am elaborating the scene. How you can extend your information from one thing to another thing. From one thing to another thing. Even the jam session, just a 1 minute session will be limited for you, will be short for you, because you will have enough information and knowledge to convey and ideas. Now, I would say that the tree, it is barren without leaves, and it describes that there is no life, there is no hope, and it denotes the season of autumn, and autumn reflects that winter is approaching, and advent or the approaching season of winter reflects that people are now going to limit themselves in their homes. It's the season of death and decay. Your life is going to an end. You are waiting for your death to arrive. You are on this state where there is no hope and no optimism. This only one single tree without branches, without leaves, and without greenery reflects. Now coming back to the person who has a collar, and the rope of that person is in the hand of another person. It means that a human being, a man, has made another man a slave. This is very derogatory. We should respect others. We should respect the rights of others. It is very derogatory, it is very inhuman thing to captivate or to enslave another person and to treat him like a dog, because a collar and a rope is the sign of slavery, of a sign that you are now treated as a dog, as an animal. So we should have to shun this. Every human being is an equal human being. All human beings are equal. All human beings should be given the equal rights. We should not treat anyone with this derogatory treat. Next thing, there are two persons staring at sky. Now, if I closely observe their faces and their gesture, I visualize that they are staring with their blank eyes. What is meant by blank eyes? Blank eyes means that when you are not having any hope, you are just staring without any meaning in your life, and you are waiting for some person, for some person to save you. And there is another meaning also, that you are not struggling, you are not taking action by yourself, rather you are waiting for some help, for some external help. And this is a dilemma of every person who is waiting for some external help and who is not struggling, who is not taking an action. His condition cannot be good. He cannot change his future. He cannot change his life. He will be there even after so many years. Because how your life is changed? Your life is changed on the basis of your actions, on the basis of your concrete steps. When you are struggling, you will change your life. But if you are not struggling, if you are not doing any effort, it means that you will be there where you are. And the time of the day, it is evening time, and this time denotes that night is approaching. And when night is approaching, every will come to an end, activity will come to an end. Now it's the time to take rest. Either it is the rest in this world or the rest for the eternal life. Now you can see, I can elaborate it with so many examples, with so many things, that person with the hat reflects that he is a master. There are so many nations who are ruling the world. They are controlling the world. Their technology is controlling the world. There are many organizations playing the same role. So you can see that how my thoughts are extended, how I am giving information, and lot of information is erupting by only one scene, by only 4 characters, 1 tree, and a time of day. If I would limit myself, or if I had limited myself to the identification or naming of objects, then it would not be possible for me to go beyond the 4 lines. The 4 lines. So now it's your assignment and it's your project, it's your challenge. Accept this challenge. If you are willing to do this challenge, let me know in the comment section by saying, ma'am, yes, we are ready to take this challenge for 30 days, where you have to select a video clip of any sort, mute that clip, there should be no voice, and you can take the videos of Charlie Chaplin, because they are silent videos and they are very good videos to describe. These would be visual triggers, and after visualizing those videos, you have to describe in your own words, without any voice, without producing a word from your mouth, and you should treat your brain as your audience. And believe me, if you are treating your brain for 30 days, if you are giving visual triggers to your brain, if you are thinking, and if you are rehearsing, and if you are trying to put on or switch on your brain, there will be significant change towards your advancement of speaking in English language confidently and fluently. With this positive note that this video would be an immense help for you, with this positive note we end this video. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.